Hey guys, so this video is a response to a comment that was posted on my video when I talked about what I would share to my 20-year-old self. And this is a response to Ian Med's comment. So first of all, Ian, thank you for being vulnerable and thank you for sharing everything that's going on with you. And basically what Ian wrote was he wanted to change his life, and he listed a really, really big list of all of the obstacles, all of the challenges, all of the things that he's struggling with, all of the problems, and why it's so hard. If this is something that's happening to you and you are really, really familiar with all the struggles in your life right now and you want to overcome it, you want to change your life, here's the first thing that you need to do. You need to realize that whatever you put your attention to is whatever is going to grow in your life. So if you are constantly focused on all of these problems, you're going to create more of these problems because your attention is your energy. Your attention is what allows you to create your life. And if your attention is on all of your problems and all of your struggles, then you're only going to create more of it. The way that is created, how do you create more problems and struggles? First of all, when you are constantly focused on problems and struggles, you feel stressed, you feel frustrated, you feel stuck. That emotion causes your mind to continuously see more problems and more struggles. Number two, if you want to go and focus on what you want to do in your life, you got to bring your attention there. And if your attention is constantly taken on the obstacles, you're not able to move forward with the action that you need to do. To accomplish what you want, you have to pay attention to the action, the steps to get there. And when you have an obstacle that's in front of you that you got to get past, you look at the obstacle and then you figure out what you can do quickly to move forward. And either you run through that obstacle like a wall, you run through that wall, or you go around it. Either way, you don't take your eyes off your goal. You don't take your eye off what you need to accomplish. You only glimpse and take a look at the obstacle or that challenge for a very, very, very short period of time. Because the moment you start to focus too much on your challenge and too much on that obstacle, that problem, you take your eye off what you need to accomplish. And you start to focus your attention now on that issue, on the problem. And now you start to feel those emotions that I talked about, the stress and the blockage and the frustrations. And those feelings does not support you in performing your best and to move forward with what you need to. So that's the very first thing. Just doing this alone is going to make really big changes in your life. So a person may go, well, how do I do that? How do I go ahead and figure out, take my attention off these things where everywhere I look, I see these problems. When I look at my life, all I see is all of this struggle, all of this problems. So at this point, let's come into the next step. Now that you know what you need to do, how do we go about doing it? So realize that your mind has been conditioned to go ahead and look for problems. And your body has been conditioned as of this point to go ahead and feel stressed and frustrated and worry and anxiety and all this stuff. It's used to it. So to go ahead and make this change isn't like a snap of a finger and it's just going to change overnight. You have to make small changes. So you first decide on why you need to do this, which is what I just explained. And now that this makes sense to you, now you're going to go and figure out what is it that you want to accomplish and what is the very first step. Now at this point, if you don't know the very first step because it looks so complicated and all you see again is challenges, then what do? And the best answer is do something. Even if that something may not be the best move, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's the best move. The fact that you are moving away from your problems means you're moving in the right direction. Even if you are going a little bit off to the side, it doesn't matter. Because the moment you stop paying attention to those issues, and you start to move forward in some direction, you are moving away from problems and moving towards your goal. So now, every day, you are focusing on what you need to do. And every day, little by little, your mind is not focused on the issues as much and focused a little bit more on your goal, what you need to do to accomplish it. Okay? And when you run into those challenges, when you run into things and you feel like you're stuck, again, you will go ahead and take a step forward to do your best to go through it or go around it. You know what this is gonna take? Hard work. Okay? Hard work. Because if you don't know how to do it right, if you're making this change now, then you're not a professional at this. You don't got all these years of experience at this. So this means you're gonna make it up with hard work. This is why people talk about hard work. That's why every successful person talk about hard work. Because every successful person at some point in their life was not successful, didn't know what the heck they were doing. But they put in the hard work to make up for it. You see, when you know what you're doing already, and you have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, a lot of resources like money and network and tools, you don't put in as much hard work because you did so already in the past. But if you don't got all of that, you make up for it by working your ass off, okay? This is why the people that are willing to put in the hard work are the people that make it. The people that aren't, they've got all the excuses in the book. Every one of them are valid, but the end of the day is they don't get to go where they want to go, okay? So remember, be ready to put in a lot of hard work. It's just part of the process. If you're thinking, oh man, is this supposed to be this hard? Yes, that's the answer. Keep going, okay? Anytime you think there's gotta be an easier way, yes, there is an easier way, but you don't know it or you don't have enough experience to do the easier way, so you do the hard way until you figure out all the things that you don't need to do. Now, if someone's gonna respond with this and they go, well, Mike, I wanna be smart. I wanna do it the easy way. Why don't I just learn from people who have done it already, so this way I can do the easy way? Great, go ahead and do that. But continue to move forward. Don't get stuck in learning. So many people that I find are stuck in learning. They're stuck doing workshops. They're stuck listening and learning and studying and planning and trying and wanting and just waiting for that right time, and they never done anything. All they have are theories, all they have are plans, all they have is this idea. Theoretically, this will work, but they never done it, and they're still standing at the starting line. And they're just trying to gather all the resources and gather everything to build this perfect plan. And what happens is when they finally move forward, most of the time that perfect plan wasn't perfect. Okay? Because that person that they learned from, all the resources that they learned from, there was something different about that person. And therefore, that particular thing worked for them, but it may not work the same for this person. Now they find, oh crap. Now I gotta throw all these plans out the window. So what do? Well, if a person took that much planning to move forward, they're gonna sit there back at the first step, and they're gonna go and do it again. Well, let me go and plan again and try to get everything perfect and figure everything out before I take another step. Because look what happened last time. You see, this is what happens to a lot of people, and that takes so much energy. It's so exhausting to put in all this effort to figure out all these things and not get anything out of it. There's no feedback. There's only hypothetical, but there's no feedback. This is why you take action immediately, so you get feedback. Either you win or you learn. A student of mine told me this line just recently. Okay. It's a really good line. Either you win or you learn. But this can only happen when you move forward and take that action. So don't get stuck in that. All right? Don't get stuck. Move forward. Don't worry about all the plans. Make up a quick one, have a general idea, and just move forward. And as you move forward, you're going to be able to figure out what your next steps are. You're gonna figure out and you're gonna learn quickly. You'll get the feedback that you need immediately. And all the things that you didn't know of, they had question marks on. When you move forward, you will start to attract the people and the opportunities that allow you to get to that next step. This will happen whether or not you have a full-blown plan or whether or not you have no plan, okay? So, I hope this video helps you out. This is really good for a lot of you 20-year-olds that are in this process of making things happen, but you feel a little stuck with a whole bunch of issues and you want to move forward in your life. This is the advice that I would give, okay, to move forward and to move forward quickly. Remember, hard work. Put in the hard work. Don't be afraid to fail. Thanks for watching. Leave in the comments below. Let me know what other videos you want me to make to help you move forward with your life, to help you be able to feel better inside your body, to let go of all the emotional stuff, to be able to reprogram your mind, or to be able to transform your body. Thanks for watching, guys. See you.